All right, all right. I want to welcome everyone to the Interior Joy Home and Life Podcast. I am Sharice Holder, your home and life design strategist. I am the owner of Transformations Home and Life Decorating, and I'm also the author of Interior Joy. Got to show the book. Yes. Now, I'm excited because this is the very first session of the very first podcast, and I am so excited to introduce you to our wonderful first guest. We're going to have Miss Paula wave to everybody. I have her already here showing. So she is going to stand by as I give you guys some details, because the mission of this podcast is to help you design the life you were created to live. Oh, yeah. Your home, your life, your joy are all interdependent. Now, we will highlight dynamic individuals, particularly women, at various stages of their purpose journey and the creation of their own interior joy. Now, some will be entrepreneurs, and some are at the crossroads where they're ready to make decisions and level up. So this Interior Joy podcast will ignite the gifts and the talents that are already within you. So we aim to encourage those that are being interviewed and inspiring all of you, our audience, to reach for your interior joy. Now, as I mentioned, we have Miss Paula Vineyard. I'm so excited because you know what? I met Paula in one of my groups. It's called the Women Developing Women Leaders Group. And it was a fantastic group to encourage and uplift and help you in your gifts. They saw something in each one of us to be leaders. And we had end of the year presentations. And let me tell you about Miss Paula. When she recognized, I know she knows how dynamic she is, but when she really begins to see it and start sharing it with you guys, she's got some fantastic energy, information, knowledge, and experience. And I'm going to let her share all of that great stuff. Now, here's something I want to let you all know. Now, you all see we're on this video, right? And you all see Paula up here, and I didn't even know how to set this up, but you know what? It doesn't matter. That's something that's going to be used to keep you from doing what you're supposed to do. It's not perfect all the time at the first time. It's okay. It's okay. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. So the title of this session is called The Simple Things on the Road to Your Destiny. The Simple Things. So Miss Paula, how are you?
Sharice, I am just wonderful. It's so great to see you. And it's just a pleasure and an honor to be here this afternoon. But I am doing wonderful. How are you doing?
Good. I'm doing great now that we're here. See that?
Yes.
Yeah. This is the first part of this journey of my purpose. And here you're starting the journey of your purpose. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Paula Vineyard. My family calls me Renee. That's my middle name. I'm a country girl. I'm originally from the hills of West Virginia. And so when you think of West Virginia, you might think of coal miner's daughter. So I'm still waiting for them to do that version of coal miner's daughter.
Okay.
So I like to think that I'm just that little diamond, because diamonds are formed from pressure from coal. So that's a little bit about me. I'm a single mom of one beautiful daughter, Natavia Vineyard. I just recently retired from the federal government after 35 years. And so I'm on this new journey now of the second half of my life to just be able to do things that I enjoy doing.
I love it. I love it. There's so many of us now. I'm now 55. I don't mind sharing it because I'm so happy to still be here. Okay. And I'll be 56 soon. And you've lived, you've experienced, you've gained wisdom and knowledge. And that is why I have you here today to share some of that wisdom with our audience. So I'm so glad to have you here again. Now I want to get my questions because I do have some great questions I want to ask you. But you mentioned, because we did a little bit of information before we got started, and there were some things that you said you enjoy doing, and you said you enjoy coaching women and inspiring. Tell me a little about it.
So I really enjoy inspiring women because a lot of times women, we have a lot going on in our life and we're always being like that superwoman. And we don't put that cape down. We're always constantly pouring into others and we don't really have too many people pouring into us. And it's good to encourage yourself, but it's so good to have that sisterhood, someone that can pour into you, not only that sisterhood, but to have married individuals. Like I said, I'm single. So to have married couples that can pour into you as well. So you had mentioned that you're 50, you said 55, right?
55. Mm-hmm. Not 58, girl.
You're still a baby. I am 58.
Oh, what?
Yes. And so I look at this journey in my life and the things that I have overcome and the different adversities. And I'm looking and I'm like, okay, I know everything that I have gone through is able to encourage and then to inspire someone else. Because I look at it this way. I'm not going through it for me, but I'm going through it for somebody else to help them. So I kind of look at my life that way a little bit.
I love it. I love it. That's what God is calling us to do, to be there, to help others and bring others along your journey. As you move forward and move up, you bring someone else along. So that's what it's all about. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, you also mentioned that you love bargaining and thrifting. I didn't know that.
Honey, child, let me tell you, I love shopping. Love, 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 love shopping. I think I should be a buyer. And I like nice, good quality things.
Okay. Okay.
But I don't like paying astronomical amounts for things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But if people want to do it, that's them. But I love thrifting. I have this set of nightstands. My girlfriend was teaching. She said, "Oh my God, they are so nice." I was like, "Girl, I got them $15 a piece." And they're really, really heavy.
Wow.
And so she was like, "Oh my God." And they're just immaculate. So I love thrifting. I love bargains. Wherever I can find bargains, I'm always encouraging women. On Tuesdays, you have 10%, 55 and older. So there's different ways that you can find discounts, honey child.
Let me tell you, I just got my AARP card and was mad at myself for taking so long. Like, what is your problem, girl? You gotta use these great discounts. What is my problem? You got a free little gift and everything.
I'm trying to tell you, yes, it's a beautiful thing. I love it. And I get excited when I get a good bargain. I'm like, oh, yes, I love it. So
yes, me too.
Thrifting and bargaining, it's my thing. That's my second calling.
I love it. I love it. Because God asked us, he entrusts us with the things that he's given us, and he's expecting us to maximize them. So there are times when you may have something that costs a little more. There's nothing wrong with that. And there are times when it's time to maximize those dollars and do some thrifting, because let me tell you, the quality of some of the stuff that you will find while thrifting, as you just mentioned, how it's heavy and solid. They don't make it that way anymore. Listen, don't get caught up in the deception of consumerism and spend, spend, spend. Don't get it twisted. Excellent. Yeah. So I have another question for you. My next question to you is, where are you right now in your life and how do you feel about it?
So right now I'm still processing. Like I said, I recently retired. It'll be 2 years next month that I retired. And when I was working, time did not fly by that quickly. Mm-hmm. Now that I'm retired, it seems like time just flies. I can get up and next thing you know, it's about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, where does time go? But what I enjoy about this season of my life, and I'm also an empty nester now. Okay. And that was a little bit of a challenge as well, when my daughter left, I was like, oh my God. But it has really allowed me to know me even the more. Mm-hmm. I love to travel. So but with COVID, I haven't been able to do too much traveling, but I did go to Morocco in May. So that was amazing. So it allowed me.
Morocco? I've never even heard of that.
I'm sorry. I said it incorrectly because at first I was saying Morocco, and it's called Carousel.
Oh, where is that?
So it's a part of the ABC country. So you have Aruba, Bonaire, and Carousel. So
Oh.
it's down in the Caribbean. It's
Ooh.
absolutely gorgeous. The people, the food is phenomenal. So I enjoy traveling. And I always said, God, when I'm able, and I did a lot of traveling with my agency, so that was a blessing. And I was like, I want to
Mm.
be able to travel more. I want to be able to get back and do some of the simple things that I enjoy, learning arts and crafts. I took up cycling. So I like
Oh,
to cycle now.
that's why you're looking all nice and healthy and glowy. Yes.
And I found out that cycling actually gives you 10 years. It adds 10 years to your life. And I was like,
Really?
I have to do this. I'm going to definitely have to do this. But
Oh, yeah.
now it's just a way for me just to enjoy life. So I'm at this stage really trying to hone in on what it is. At my church, First Baptist Church of Glen Arden, where we met, I am in a women's ministry. I love pouring into women. And I want women to understand, as you read the word of God, I want you to make it so simple. Sometimes we make it so complicated, but the word is so simple. Just to take it at its value and its worth and take it word by word and just see the simple things in it. And then when you realize who you are and whose you are, you'll be able to just say, okay, you know what? Oh, I am somebody. I am a child of God. I am marvelously made. So just
Wow, I love it.
encourage other women.
I love it. I love it. Because sometimes people see the Bible as a list of rules, a list of don't do's, a list of,
Yes.
it's limiting my life. But do people that they don't understand, it's not to limit your life, it's to give you more life.
Yes.
Just like in the Garden of Eden, when he told Adam not to eat of one tree. There's a whole forest of trees, and only one tree you cannot have. So God gives us the things that we cannot have and all the things we can have. And it is nothing but the trick of the enemy to make us focus on the one
Yes.
thing we cannot have. So I love that
Mhm.
point. That's a great, great point. So excellent, excellent. All right. So now, if you okay, so actually I had categories for where you are in your life. So we had the just beginners, age 18 to 25, for all you just beginners out there. Then we have the in the thick of life. Those are the 25-year-olds to 45-year-olds. And then we have the ready for the next level, the next season. And those are our 45 and plus. And that's where we are, right? Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah. So all of you out there who are in that middle, in the thick of life, and you're ready to hit your 50 and up, let me tell you something. It's a wonderful life.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a wonderful life. It's wonderful. All right. Now, so at this point in your life, how would you describe your passion or what you enjoy doing? How would you describe it?
Oh, so I really enjoy just getting to know individuals, just to talk to them. And
Mm.
when I talk to them, the way to bring the Bible in without them realizing that I'm talking about the Bible, just the
Mm.
simple things,
Yes.
and it's like you said, it's that joy, that's
Mm.
on the inside of you. So when you're talking, they'll be like, okay, there's something different about this individual, but you say something and you pull out and you help stir up the gift that's inside of them. So just look at them. It's like if you know their name, if you know what their name means, Google it right quick. If you don't know, turn around, look at your cell
Mm.
phone and find out what their name means and encourage them and tell them, hey, because my name, Paula Renee, Paula means little and Renee means reborn. So in other
Ooh.
words, it's like I may be little in the sight of others, but I am so big in the body of Christ and I have been reborn for a purpose such as this. So I always like to encourage people with the word without being so preachy. Because a lot of
Oh,
times
yeah.
people want to give you scriptures on top of scriptures on top of scriptures. So I just
Yes.
like encouraging individuals and just doing impromptu. If
Yes.
someone asks you a question or they say something, you can just join in and just jump right in there and just say something to make them think or to trigger something.
Yeah, I love that. I love that because, teaching the Bible doesn't have to be, like you said, preachy and shoving the word down their throat. Just conversation. And I love that idea of sharing what their name means. It's so interesting because I just discovered mine. I looked mine up the other day and I looked up my two sisters. And my name is, it is a French name. Sharice is French, but the Christian meaning is kindness, grace, and beauty. I was like, look at you, God.
Yes.
It's important. Your names are important.
You know, when I was growing up, my mama used to always say, now, when you go out this house, you better like you got some sense because you're representing the Vineyard family.
Yes.
So when you say your name means kindness and it means grace. So when people see you, really what they're saying is, hey, kindness. Hey, grace. You know, so it's like the importance of your names. It just brings even more value to it.
Absolutely. I love that. I'm going to use that. Yeah, I win some souls with the name. Souls. All right. So now if you could be any age for the rest of your life, what age would it be and why?
You know, I was thinking about that the other day. I think it would be 50.
Oh.
And the reason why I say 50, because when I was 35, before 35, I was so vain. I was like, God, I don't want to live to be past 35 because I don't want to look old and look like I'm just all beat up.
Wow.
But, you know, as you get older, you begin to realize, you know, every year that the Lord gives you, it's a blessing, you know, to continue to walk in that purpose that he has already ordained to you. So the reason why I say 50 is because 50 means celebration. And on my 50th birthday, my daughter gave me this amazing 50th birthday party. And it was just so fun. And at this age of 50, I feel like I'm a little bit more wiser. Yes. You know, I'm wiser as far as finances, as far as relationships. There is so much more wisdom that I have now. And I'm able now to be able to help others more. You know, you could do things when I was in my 20s and 30s, but now I'm at this stage in my life where I can able to pour in and I can help individuals, whether it's emotional, financial, you know, it's just the way I can help others a little bit more. So, and hey, I'm like, you know what? You're grown, you're sexy, you're children. If you had a little other earlier, they're grown at the house, and now you can do you can just enjoy you. Not that you can't enjoy when you have babies.
Yeah, right. It's a different kind, right? It's a different kind.
You do what you want. You don't gotta rush. Oh, I gotta get home. I gotta do this. It's just your time. You get to do what you want to do. So I enjoyed the age of 50.
I love it. I used to say 35, but I think I'm gonna bump it up to 50 because you gave me a good reason. And I totally agree with it all. And I have a daughter. My son has already graduated from college. He's now out on his own. And I have my daughter who is getting ready to head off to college. And I've just got so many visions of sugar plums dancing. I'm so ready. And people are like, oh, girl, you're going to be crying. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I'm not that one. I'm not that one. So anywho, I digress. But yes, I love that. I love that. Now, my next question is now based on the title of this segment, The Simple Things. What advice would you have for those who are in those different stages, that beginner, that in the thick of life, and then the one who's ready for the next season?
Okay, for the beginners to 18, the younger individuals, it's just like, just enjoy the simple things in life. I know there's a lot of peer pressure to where I feel like I got to have the name brand this and the name brand that. It's just enjoying the simple things in life. And then you can accessorize whatever little bit that you have. Even if you just have 2 or 3 little outfits, just do the accessories, put on more accessories. And when you're beginning to get like 25 and older, you know, you're just getting out of college, you're just probably leaving your parents' home and you're trying to find out who you are. So enjoy the simple things and just build on it so that you can find out that the joy that you have inside of you, because things don't bring you joy and pleasure. It may be for a moment, but then when you realize, you'd be like, wait a minute, it's all gone. So you have to have that internal joy on the inside of yourself. And then for the individuals that are getting older now, to where some people may be grandparents, you know, you have time now to where you can love on your grandchildren. You can spoil the daylights out of them like you did the children, but you can get to send them home. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's like enjoying the simple things in life and just sitting still sometimes and trying to figure out, okay, so which way am I trying to navigate through life now? Because a lot of times we always feel like we have to be constantly moving and moving.
Right.
Sometimes you just have to be still.
Yeah.
But you should be moving. You know, like I said, I'm a country girl. And I remember going by a river, and we went by this one body of water one time, and it was real still, and it just stunk. And I told my dad, I said, oh, that water smells bad. He was like, because there's no flow, there's no current in it. He said, water has to flow so that there can be life, and so that there can be little plants and little fishes and whatever going in it. But whenever you have like stagnant water, it's going to smell. So it's like we constantly should be in the flow of things and just moving. But at the same time, while you being still, and even when the water seems calm on the top of the surface, there should still be some movement below. So we should be constantly still, but yet moving.
Oh, I love it. I love, girl, you are dropping some pearls. I think I'm gonna wear this every episode, because we need people to drop the pearls. She's dropping pearls, y'all. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, and as you were describing the current and the flow of the water, it reminded me of a couple of things. First, the Dead Sea. The reason they call it the Dead Sea, because there's no flow and there's no life. And because this is a home and life podcast, that's what Interior Joy is all about, because they're all interrelated. You know, that lends the point about getting rid of clutter in your home. Stops the flow, blocks the flow. So I think the next session will be called no, we're going to make flow one of our sessions. I'm going to invite you back, and we're going to do a part 2. It's going to be called the flow. Let me write that down.
Love it.
I love that. Love it, love it, love it. All right, now let's see. I have another question. And we did that. So actually, if you, let me see how to, okay. I read a quote, and her name is Martha Beck. I don't know if you've ever read any of her books, but it's about the home and the purpose of the home, and how your home reflects your life, and your life reflects your home. And the quote states, "The spaces we shape also shape us." What does that mean to you?
So when you say that, I think about how when I was growing up, you know, every Saturday morning you would get up, watch cartoons, but Saturday was the day that you had to clean house. And I am so, well, how should I say this? I am so meticulous about things being in order. And especially in your home. And like you said, it's the simple things. You don't have to have a lot of stuff in your home. I don't like a lot of clutter, because a lot of times you put a lot of stuff in your attic. It's just clutter up there. So what's in your head? What's in your attic? What is so up there? Sometimes we put stuff in the basement where it's cold and damp. What is it that you're putting down there that's cold and damp? And it's your space, a living space, but yet it's livable, but yet people can enjoy it. I have friends a lot of times, they come over and it's like, girl, do you even move anything in this house? Your house always look like it's a model home. Do you do anything? I have this thing, you know, old folks used to always say cleanliness is next to godliness. So I remember that. Your space, like the lady was saying about your space, you should be able to make your space to be so inviting. You know, we work hard for the things that we have. So when we come home, we want to be able to be at peace and just look around and be like, okay, God, I thank you for this. I thank you for that. And just enjoy your space and be able to bring people into your home and to be able to fellowship with one another.
I love it. I love it. And it just use what you have, not compare, it doesn't have to look like a magazine or what you see on HGTV. It's what God has already given you. Use it, thrift, find unique things, repurpose, and use the space and share it with others. I love it. I love it. Wow. I can't believe the interview is over already.
I know. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun?
It always flies when you're having fun. And we definitely want to have you back, Miss Paula.
Definitely. Thank you.
You dropping the pearls, like I said, you dropping the pearls. So did you want to share, I didn't mention this to you before, I probably should have, but do you have like and you may not, but website or any place you want to send the audience to get more information about you or what you're doing or what's coming up in the future?
Okay. Well, right now at this time, I don't have a domain, but you can go on my Facebook page, and my Facebook is Paula Vineyard.
Okay.
And I have an Instagram, and I'm slowly getting acclimated, and it's
Okay.
called Renee Vineyard.
Okay.
So, like today, I just decided I was going to make some shrimp and grits. So it's just doing the simple things.
Oh, you
So
put the shrimp and grits on the Instagram?
yeah, I put it
Okay.
on Instagram and the Facebook page.
Okay, now spell the name of each one so they can find you. Paula Vineyard, Paula Renee. Now tell us, what's the Instagram again?
So the Instagram is Paula Renee, and Renee is spelled Renee. And my last name is Vineyard, V as in Victor, Ineyyard, D as in delightful. Awesome. And my Facebook page is Paula Vineyard.
Love it. Paula Vineyard for Facebook. All right. I hope you all got that, because I'm going on there to check out the shrimp and grits. I love. See there goes some more. You done gave them all the pearls now. We done dropped all of them. She's going to give y'all some shrimp and grits recipe. Really? I love it. Thank you. Thank you. So I just want to thank Paula Vineyard so much for joining us in this. I call it a video cast, but podcast video cast. I want to make my own name. And if you want to get more information about Transformations Home and Life Decorating, that is transformmenow.org, transformmenow.org. And then if you want to check out my masterclass, we teach you all about interior decorating step by step, all kinds of classes. That's nextlevelliving.teachable.com, nextlevelliving.teachable.com. And I think that is it. And don't forget Interior Joy. You can get the book on Amazon, but if you get it off my website, I'll sign it for you. And that's interiorjoy.net. All right. So as I grow this podcast, you will see all this information on the screen. I have yet to figure out how to do all that. But that's okay, because this is a lesson for all you entrepreneurs. You do it and learn along the way. Don't let procrastination keep you from living your purpose and reaching your destiny. All right. So signing off on Interior Joy Podcast, helping you to design the life you were created to live. All right. Thank you so much, Paula.
Thank you, Cherie.
This was a joy. This was a joy.